Here we go, Lauren. Welcome to the Ebony and Lauren, Lauren and Ebony, the Workforce Whisperers. So we are two MCC coaches who'll give you the coach's opinion, but also may give you a little bit of a shady opinion as well. As we're out here on the interwebs trolling and giving our favorite, not so great advice, but then also great advice about things that are happening to people in the workplace. So this one comes from the Reddit subreddit work. So why do my colleagues feel the need to take on more than they can handle? I work in the quality department at my job, and my other colleagues are always volunteering for more work. Then they take months to finish some tasks because they are overloaded. I get that me not volunteering for more work might look like I don't take initiative, but I finish all of my work timely. I'm assuming, do other people have the same problems with
anyone else experiencing this?
Yeah, anybody else experience? I don't know what they meant. Okay. So here we go.
Ma'am. I'm just gonna call her ma'am. Why are you so worried about other people?
Worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself in a timely manner. That means you are waiting until the last minute to finish on a deadline. My question would be, how might you see them as part of the team and help them out versus focusing only on yourself? How do you become more of a team member?
Okay, my shady answer is you need to mind the business that pays you.
Yes.
But look, it's easy to be observational about other people and the things that they're doing. What I want you to do is bring the mirror and face it in yourself. They may ask, why aren't you more of a team player, helping to innovate and initiate things that are happening in the workforce that clearly need an owner and help being solved to contribute back to the productivity of the entire team. So 1, worry about yourself. 2, mind the business that pays you. And then 3, what can you learn from these other coworkers? Forget about your OCD about timely fashion, because you don't know the ins and outs of their projects. You don't know what the deadline actually is. There's a bunch of assumptions and opinions that you're interjecting.
Do you even know their names?
Correct.
I have a challenge for this person. Okay, here's a seed I want to plant. I want you to find the 10% that you appreciate in the people that are taking on more than they can handle. Because it sounds like you are taking the collection of evidence that you don't approve of, and you are saying, this is not like me, this is opposite of me, and I'm going to judge it all the ways up and down the street. So if you can find the 10%, maybe it's about the initiative they take, maybe it's about how they step up and want to take things on, or maybe they want to grow in their career. But where can you start to look at some common ground that might inspire you in your career path and trajectory?
That's awesome. I mean, that sounds real coachy, Lauren.
It's real coachy. It's actually positive intelligence-y.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, why don't you bring in a little somatic awareness as well?
Oh, should we do a little blither?
Well, not blither. I was like, where do they feel it? When the judgment comes up, where are you feeling it? Where are you holding it?
Ooh, I feel like this person needs a hug, like a self hug. Yeah, like they're real hard on others, which means that they're probably even more hard on themselves.
Yes, because most people aren't normally complaining about other people in their team taking on too much work.
I mean, unless it's impact. So here's what might be happening. Like if there are projects that they are relying on the other people getting done and they're just overloading it. I remember my first job, I was told that I kept stepping in gum because I was taking on everything, but it was because I wanted to learn everything. I wanted to grow. I was in association management. And so my boss, who actually threw a stack of papers at me when she realized that the board president was hitting on me and she was having an affair with him, all at my 90-day review, basically told me that I was too ambitious. And essentially she was threatened by me. So, 6 months later, I was in the office and she was out. So there you go. That's a little snippet story, but always look at like, what's really behind the comments that you're saying? What's the driving energy? Is it jealousy? Beyond the judgment.
Or sometimes your search for meaning, sometimes your why is really about a search for meaning. You don't understand the connectivity between the work that they're doing, the projects that they're taking on, and how it supports the overall goal of your organization. And sometimes your why are a search for connectivity And you need to have a conversation with somebody who can connect the dots for you.
You better ask somebody.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense this person's really like isolated too. Like they're focusing on what they need to do, their individual productivity, but they're not really connected to the bigger picture.
Yeah, well, if it's a KPI driven department,
Yeah.
that would be a great partial focus. But when you helicopter up, what are the other things you need to know for you really to be successful in your department? So
Yeah.
hopefully you enjoyed this snippet. And if you enjoyed it, give us that follow button and also send us your workplace dilemmas. We would love to chop it up. We'll see you on the next question. So dorky.